Alright. Alright, starting in... Do I have splits open? Which splits do I have open? Alright, starting in 3, 2, 1, go. It's an interesting pre-check start. Alright, so with this start, I mean, I'm gonna probably try to turn, I guess, Celis into physical attacker, if I can. I'd have to sell something significant to actually get those ice rods, so I'm not going to put much thought into it. That's interesting. Even more interesting because now I don't have, like, basically anything that's real progress so far. I mean, Rags is obviously really good, but... Alright, Hero Ring's huge with a Rag start. Experience Egg is huge with a Rag start. So this could get spicy. So Shadow's magic, Celeste's physical attack, and then Setzer's utility. all that running around and didn't even really particularly help. Let's see. I don't want to spend too much more time. So, experiencing Gauntlet's not a bad start. So if I could get out of town by about 7:20-ish, that'd be pretty good. Second Rags. That's interesting. It'd be interesting to know if somebody else can use Ragnarok other than Celeste. I know that Shadow can use Striker, which is good. Thunder Shield is really good. $5,000. Actually, you know what? I'll look just real quick for warp stones. That is close, but it might be in budget. Can't remember. Are they undead? Alright, well, that speed plus 1 Esper is going to really do some work here. I know that's awkward, but it was worth it. It's not worth it. I was trying to remember if I had, it's not worth it either. That's why you do Moogle Charm and then save, but it's fine. Not overly thrilled about having to do Velcade, so let's see if this goes there, but... I mostly check that because I have, what do you call it? That Atma weapon, that's what I was gonna say. I don't like this, but I'll do it. I'd rather do this in Bell Cave, put it that way. Getting here to Ice 2 on Satsu is a good thing for me. It's a really good fight. mean, it's good to get siren, but in itself, it doesn't really do me any good. Alright, well, Doom and Siren. So, got the magic combination. We just have to find Mute somewhere. And potentially vanish. I still want him to do anything very soon. Chad's fine. I'm gonna take advantage of Celeste who's cooking. It's unfortunate, but it's fine. Yeah, that's exactly what that was. That's why I jumped with Shadow. I thought I'd just jump over it. He didn't even need to jump, but that's why he jumped. I think that's just a representation of how fast Celeste is at this point. Also, my inputs were really good there, so like I got Celeste's turn like extremely fast. Alright, so Mog is here. Not doing Magic Master. Hard pass. I went the wrong way. Instead of going left, she'll go right there. Well, no Doom Gaze, no Magic Master the rest of the seed is definitely a good thing. Only real question is can Mog use any decent lore? Like if he has Grand Train, getting Mog online is actually probably the best thing for me. So nothing. Got it. Hey, Kappa. Appreciate it. Yeah, I did get... Well, sorry. I looked at Doomgaze, and then I realized it's Magimaster, and I just hard passed it. Wait. Shiva... Yeah, I'm just gonna call it good. Honestly, should I even bother with anybody else? Yeah, Celeste is moving. If I can get Genji Glove somewhere, that would be just beyond massive. Maybe a little bit of luck at mobile defense. Nothing. Wow, that's unfortunate. So the Mog was bait. Well, it's down to Opera House or Magitech. I really didn't want to do Magitech unless I had to. This might be a 612 skip soon. I mean, what this does mean is that anybody that comes in is going to be pretty high level. So that extra Ragnarok and Atma weapon I have are still going to get some play in endgame here. Like, I'm going to get a character that can use those at some point. Perlin, I guess. That's disappointing. I really don't like the idea of going to Opera House, but I'm going to Opera House. I'm basically setting up to let Mog go. Unless Mog happens to be VK user. Yeah, I think it's better for me to go do Opera House here, see if this ends up being the answer, and then if it isn't, then I know I have to full clear Magitech anyway. If I have to full clear match tech, I'm basically going for an Esper skip. Alright, so right switch. Not the World of Ruin switch, but the right switch. I guess it's fine. To max out. The only thing that really does for me is it just gives me a good I mean, it gives me more experience on Celeste. With that strength plus 2 Esper, like, she's going to be hitting for max damage. And also getting Shadow more online with HP 100 with the VK. So, like, if I find an offering, he's going to be cooking here. Elsinore. Smooth. That wasn't a bad opera house. I mean, 4 minutes and I got, what, 40,000 experience? Oh man, that's unfortunate. I chose wrong. This is just how seeds go sometimes, unfortunately. Yeah, Sabin would actually be a little unfortunate here. Unless it happens to be collapsing house. Like, there's one check for all of those characters where it's like, if it's that check, it's fine, but they have too many other checks that would be a huge problem. Like, if it was Straga, it led me to Burning House. Because I would do Burning House last, obviously. Oh man, Celeste is going. So I need to use a sleeping bag on Celeste before the next fight, just to give her MP to crit with. Now that I think about it, like Shadow's gonna do more damage right now, just with BK and just letting him go free. I only had Shadow jump for the guaranteed damage, but that worked out like perfectly. Yeah, the reason I had him jump was just so, with, what do you call it, with the image on. Like, I would be guaranteed to do, I mean, with VK on, he'll do good damage with that, but it's not optimal, put it that way. It's a ghetto offering if you get a jump Dragonhorn VK user. It makes me a little nervous when Celeste is that far down. He did not. I was gonna say, there's not much you can do, buddy. Yeah, my strength is no longer a question. Like, I'm good to finish the game right now. No, Haze 2 wouldn't really do much for my team. Keep in mind that Celeste has a strength +2. Like, that's the 20 speed that she got at the beginning of the game. Before I found the strength +2 Esper. She's been cooking strength +2 since then. That's why she jumped up in power so fast. That's a great find. Doesn't really particularly matter, but that's a great find. I didn't want to risk Love Token or any Shenanigans, so I just let's go there. I mean, there's only one thing I want. And I got it. Unfortunately, I have to lock myself out here. I guess I don't have to lock myself out. Actually, you know what? Might as well not. I mean, Hudden wanted to give me the stupid warp stone. I'm gonna take it. Alright, so Terra is like backup Ragnarok user. There's only one thing that's worth anything here, and it's offering. If there's an offering I can find quickly, I'm gonna take it. I'll take the Minerva just for the sake of having it. Wasting my time. So Shadow's good by himself with VK, and I figured with Realm there, like with Magitech, that would be fine. Terra is like backup Gauntlet Ragnarok user. So with that second Ragnarok, I might as well just load that up in case I need it. So that's why I put her in the middle path instead of stacking a path. And then Celeste is obviously good by herself. Oh, you mean no, I wasn't really worried about it. I mean, God is the only thing that you would even set up, and usually you would do 1 and 4 for that. No, that was just convenience based on how I was, like, where my icon was and what I was trying to set up. I was more worried about just getting my team in the right spots. Yeah, that was more plopping than anything. Yeah, in this situation, I'm going for plopping and speed more than anything. Speaking of speed. That might be a good thing for Shadow, honestly. Like, Hero Ring plus Gauntlet obviously makes sense for Celeste. Unfortunately, no Genji Glove. If I had a Genji Glove, she'd be double rags in 2 seconds. That was the other thing, that if I had it, it would have like made a big difference in my time here at the end. If I had Genji Glove or an offering, like, this game would have been over 10 minutes ago. Don't get me wrong, this is still going to be fast, but like, I would have been able to just crush everything with just a little bit more gas on this one. I mean, level 50, what, 3 Celeste? And that's with me doing both Magitech and FC. Like, the routing on this wasn't really particularly good. Sub 55 on switches, that's fine. I don't even need to be shy here. Normally I'd think about like X-Zone or something. Nah, I'm good. A wall run, of course. Honestly, her with Tech Missile, it might have been more worth it just to bring her along. Yeah, I should think about actually putting on stuff next time. It's like, oh, let's try to be slick and actually load up Terra and make her viable, but then not actually give her the equipment to be viable. That's unfortunate. Did I save? Well, I'm about to find out. Did I save? Just really bad luck that that happened the way it did. I was too far away to try to one-shot it. I knew Delta it was a problem. Of course, like the hardest boss is on the right side. I think that would have been a problem for just about anybody, but still, it's just unfortunate. I guess Mog and Terra? Actually, realistically, Terra is more of a viable option than Mog is. Yeah, so Terra then Mog in this situation. That wasn't supposed to happen, but okay. Shadow took a little bit of damage, Celeste is still going, Realm's good. And I can have Setzer just be utility guy. Wasn't supposed to happen. Try to be slick, and I caused myself way more trouble than I should have. I'm surprised Setzer got that off first, to be completely honest. So that I can heal, basically. That's my, like, default strategy. Usually save the heal till after the WW. Oh, W-wind. Fair enough. I don't like taking the risk of Merton being a problem, so the way to avoid that is to pre-heal before 10 hit. 10 hit can't kill you. A quarter leading into a Merton that's rude could. So some of that's just my personal preference. It takes a little bit of the RNG out of tier 3 if I don't care if I get Mertoned or not. So that's the logic behind it, right, wrong, or indifferent. mean, calmness protection is more of a suggestion than an actual construct. So Shadow's going to start out doing a 4K hit just out of nowhere. It's probably, unless Celeste procs, I'm not hitting, what do you call it? Like, I'm going to get, just in case of emergency, I charged up Celeste there. Okay. Nice little 109. The routing was kind of gross on that, but I mean, honestly, like if I go to Magitech instead of FC, that's like 105 or less seed. Having to go to Magitech hurt me there. And Mog being bait didn't help either. I mean, that was just bad luck that Mog was bait, but... I mean, I played that really well. I'm happy with how I played, so that's all I can really say about it. I should do things. What are the things, though? Other than all the things. I wouldn't mind being involved in this. Green went pretty well, so we'll go with green. Alright. I'm going to get a quick start here, so... I'm going to start in 3, 2, 1, go. So Rage Magitech on the two characters that really don't want it. And then Mog, who's really the natural mage of the group. Has something that has nothing to do with magic. Let's see, Mega. So I'm probably going to end up selling that Mega. We'll see, but... Alright, White Cape can go if I need it. Yeah, unfortunately I think Celeste is going to be a magic build here. I mean, we'll see how this goes, but... couple of everything and go. I'm gonna assume that I'll loot at least one earring or hero ring. So I did a lot of purchasing there, so I'm a little not completely disappointed it took me as long to get out of Narsh as it did. Like, that was a little slow, but it wasn't unreasonably so, just because I did buy a lot. Yeah, if it was up to me, I would have probably bought sleeping bags there, but I didn't really have any money for it. I need to actually, like, figure out what I want my party composition to be, because this is a rough composition so far. Like, Celeste is kind of set up to be physical offense at some point. Some point very soon. Extremely soon. Alright, so 20 grand. Alright, I'm gonna just go. I've already burned a lot of time here. Alright, so Illumina Celeste is interesting. Wonder if anybody else can wear that. So if anybody else can wear it, I think they're gonna be my Illumina person, but I already have warp stones. The only thing I don't have is sleeping bags, and I'm fine with not chasing sleeping bags. I don't know why I didn't just hold up there, but it's fine. So I'm coming down here mostly for Zen Thief money. I mean, I could use a little bit of defense too. Like, this wouldn't be a bad time for, like, force armor to pop out. Force shield, I guess, is the next best thing. Oh, there you go. The reason I want force armor is just because that makes Celeste pretty much immune to everything with Illumina in hand. So she'll have the best, honestly the best shield in the game, plus everything else. Alright, Ice Shield probably goes on Mog here. As awkward as it is, I think I put all my earrings on Shadow and Mog. Have Mog still try to... Okay, I'm not going to complain about the experience though. Alright, so Experience Egg, Hero Ring on Celeste, one pair of earrings and a Moogle on Shadow, and then I get Mog online otherwise. That's probably about it for the setup for the suit. I don't know if I need to go to my menu very much after this. See what Zenthi does for me. Maybe. I don't think I really need much else here. It's just rude. That seems a little silly, but I don't have any sleeping bags, so that's me just mitigating the damage that could be caused there. Actually, let me save too. I'm gonna take a ground here. And of course. Alright, one more fight and then I'm going. Fair enough, Blue. Yeah, I'll be good when you're done. I kind of figured like I'd be done with this by like, say, next hour or so. Alright, somewhat offends me that I'm using tents, but you know what, actually, I can get myself out of this jail. But not here. Wait, where the hell were the sleeping bags? I guess they were Gal's grandfather's house, probably. Alright, so character up there, that's good to know. The only thing I didn't do is I didn't look for Gold Bear, which I may end up wanting Gold Bear here. I don't think Stray Cat was on the list. Minerva, that's good. Your blind rage. I mean, that's an easy thing to have happen, honestly. Alright, so no Magimaster, no Doom Gaze. That's perfectly fine. I don't feel really comfortable right now. I'm gonna go outside, save, and then come in and do this. Normally I would say I don't recommend doing this, but what I don't want to end up happening is, like, I lose all of the progress, so I'm being a little safe here. Strength +2 on my Celeste. So all the offenses in this suit. Got it. I don't mind taking this just because I think it'll be good for me overall. Crap. I really don't want to go to FC, but that's the right answer. Hey, why the heck did Kupek take damage? Is there a problem with Kupek? Like, why is he ticking away? Some weird stuff today. I mean, it almost has to be Thornlet, but again, just really weird. Everybody's max HP somehow. I don't know why, but okay, we'll go with this. Yeah, I know. That's why like my levels are so bad. Yeah. I wasn't gonna do this, but yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and do this. I'm gonna hope that this speeds me up by getting tekmissile on Shadow. If this is Doomgaze, it's a big problem. That was a little messy menuing wise, but otherwise it was good. Celeste should finish it here. I mean, getting golem's not a bad thing, for sure. If I can get through this clean, I'd feel pretty good about it, though. Because, like, I'll have tekmissile and I'll just be going downhill at that point. But then I have to go straight to FC after this. I think FC has to be the answer if this isn't a character. Which is a little awkward routing-wise, honestly. It's just rude. I do have a fire rod, so I have to keep that in mind in case there's an emergency. Yeah, any level Shadow gets just gets me a little bit closer to going faster. How about not? I would have bet good money that that would have been okay. We're in a full commit here. I mean, Celeste... Honestly, if Celeste kills herself here, that wouldn't be the worst thing. This is a really unfortunate fight for me. Yeah, I had to use all my ammunition. It took me, what, 4 minutes to get through that fight? It was bad luck that I got love token right off the rip. I mean, that was the thing that really slowed that down. This will be fine. I'm not gonna have to worry about my luck the rest of the way. Alright. Struggle's real, but I'm back on track. I mean, again, 10 checks at 30 minutes still isn't bad, but I feel like I may have cost myself the race right there. Like, if I lose by 2 minutes, it's that goddess fight. I just think a multi-target spell because I wasn't going to be using tekmissile for that. I mean, Celeste is going to be hitting for a ton. So, like, that's not the problem. I don't even mind that I'm doing this because Shadow's going to use tekmissile for the boss fights. So it's fine if he burns his magic on other stuff here. I'm all about going fast at this point. So, like, my game plan is Shadow's going to be using a lot of tekmissile. He has a magic plus Esper. Celeste is going to be hitting like a truck with illumina gauntlet, or illumina with the hero ring and strength plus. I don't have to worry about her. I just need to get Mog and whoever character 4 is somewhat online. Like, that's pretty much the only real decision I have to make the rest of the suit. This is easy. I was assuming it was Ultros 3, but it was Ultros 2. It's worth a shot just to see if I can sneak it in. If I can get a Genji here and really go fast with Celeste, that would be best. Starlit. So if I have Starlit on hand, what would I do with it? I mean, if it's utility magic I can put on Mog, that's pretty much the only thing that would matter. Ideally, I think I want somebody that can wear an illumina as character 4 here. Because, like, Mog's gonna need a buddy to go with him in Kefka's Tower, so I think illumina buddy's probably the best way for me to rearrange my party in K2. I mean, the only other thing I could do is put Ultima on, but then that means I have to take Strength Plus off of Celeste, and I don't see the value in doing that. Like, I need Celeste to be maxed out before the end of this one. It's just weird. I don't need to think much here, but yeah, with how much magic defense she has, like, that really doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but whatever. Figured that was just as fast as using Revivify, so I didn't lose much there. Alright, so this will go fast. How in the world was I not holding down either? See, I think I'm by Vector, so... unfortunate, but... Did I not have dried meat? That was last seed that I had dried meat. That's not good. You know what? I'd be slick about it. The one time I don't have rags is an Asper. And when I say one time, I mean literally every time I see Harpia by himself. I'm worth the counters and all the shenanigans here. It's a good enough experience fight that I don't mind taking it. You know, now that I think about it, that's probably the only Phoenix down I have. I really have to do a dried meat hunt after this if this isn't it. Celesta's starting to hit pretty good though. If this is a character, I'm going to look relatively smart. Minus the only having 3 characters for all this time. So, fastest place to go get stuff. I don't know why I convinced myself drive means the answer here, but what I don't want to do is chase an earlier sphere and then find out that I ended up wasting my time. Damn it, that was just habit that I came down that way. I should have just went straight east and west. That is really not good. So I still need a character. I'm not complaining about that. That's actually really good luck. So my hope and dream here is that this is the answer, or don't dream is. I can still get a pretty quick skip here if either of these two are the answer. Yeah, if the answer is like Velcave or Opera House, then I've lost this race by 5 minutes, at least. With the Goddess plus this Shenanigans here. Like, this could get really bad if things don't go well quickly. This is a heck of a commitment to make at 48, but The other reason I'm doing this is that this pre-enables skip. So if I do this, I'll be at 21, and then I know the answer is either Velcade, which I'll warp out of if it doesn't work out, or I'll go straight to Opera House. So it has to be one of these 3 tracks. So it's worth me doing this, even though it's like a little dicey, and this would be bad if it isn't it. But I can still like recover and still make good time as a result of just doing this track. So I don't mind doing this, even though it is just unfortunate if it doesn't work out. I mean, honestly, this isn't a bad time for junk checks that give me crap, honestly. Alright, there's the answer. Where does somebody go if they are looking for one check? Just do a dragon fight, I guess. So if I play my cards right, and I get the right setup going into K2, I mean, 110's still possible. I have a pod bracelet to go on Celeste, so I can protect her pretty well. It's a little unfortunate that I had to do this to skip direction, but... honestly, it doesn't even get to Mog's turn. Shadow finishes it here. Alright, so... there's a lot of different ways that I could get skip here. The fastest one is probably Esper Mountain, to be 100%. Like, honestly, if I was being honest with myself, Esper Mountain's probably the fastest. But the most advantage to me in terms of levels and guaranteed progression is to just do Dragoneer. So, Cyan is kind of crap. I mean, that is a fair assessment on things. My hope and dream here, the reason I took the time to rearrange things is see if I can get just something quick. Cyan in the front row is probably gonna die. Also, Celeste's getting beat up. The more I think about it, the worse I think that is. Probably didn't need to do a full party this time. Usually the reason you do a full party is to reload on MP. Like, Celeste is the only person that really needs MP in this party. As much as I hate doing this, I might go for it. I mean, as long as this isn't like fun bottle, I think it's okay. Yeah, it's fine. I didn't mean to bolt for you there, but... Go ahead and send a message to... Alright. Sign, you're just the disappointment, I'm sorry. But that is the right party to go through that fight. I have a lot of faith in Celeste going down the middle. Like, unless Magimaster happens to be in one of those two spots. This is fun. Hey, Ninja. How's it going? Yeah, no Yeti. They haven't kicked me out of the community yet, so I think I'm okay though. Oh, absolutely. I mean, what kind of person would I be if I didn't support that? Yeah, I don't know if I could be in the community. Honestly, they'd probably just throw me out on the streets at that point. I'd be pausing. I don't know if that's how I would put it, but let's save. Did all the hard stuff. Alright, so Gal and Rome are out. Everybody else is in. The math checks out. Down Rome. He has Morph. I think Morph would actually be more helpful than nothing. It's just rude. Mog has Doom. I believe Sign is. I don't know if Celeste's gonna get her turn off, but I'm gonna try it. It's actually longer at this point for me to use Bolt 3 than to just use this stuff. I think this finishes this guy. I do have flare, but I don't know if that's actually faster in an appreciable way. Yeah, I'm better off just swinging Celeste at this point and just trying to go downhill. I feel like this really could have been a fast seed, and I had terrible luck having to do FC, Magitech, and Doma Dream. Like, those are 3 really long checks. I do not feel super confident having to do all those. Okay. Damage is done, I'm good. Oh, AJ's. Appreciate the follow. Thank you. Alright. I mean, I made a lot out of this seed real fast at the end, though. Like, 108 and change is a heck of a good time. This could have been a lot worse than it ended up being, for sure. I mean, I still have to not screw up with Celeste, basically, but I should be safe. No goner charge, no nothing. That was honestly, from like FC to the end, that was a really fast finish. I definitely took advantage of the offense I had there. We'll see how much damage that, what do you call it, the goddess fight did to me. Okay, so everybody found something I didn't. Let's see, Leo, Bomb Track, and Physics all got me by 3 minutes. GG's to all of them. GG's to everybody. A lot of people sub 110 on this one. Let's see, Bomb Track. Let's see, he found Egg, Magic +1, Illumina early. Yeah, me procking. The proc and the love token cost me a lot there. But it looks like most people were pretty much on the same track I was. At least that's what I'm getting reading this, is that a lot of people did the same kind of thing that I did. Ainmir got a 110. That's actually really good. Yeah, appreciate the GG's, Rafa, AJS. Thank you guys. I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, honestly, looking at it, I mean, 17 people under 120. Like, that's there's a lot of really good times in this group. Like, a lot of people got, I assume that the Magic Plus One Esper did a lot of good for everybody. Yeah, I mean, the two things that really burned me, you know, full disclosure, is the Goddess fight and the Gals checks. If I didn't do Gals checks, I didn't do Goddess fight, I probably would have been a lot more competitive. So those are the two things, like, if I could have them back, I would, but you never know until it happens, you know what I mean? Oh, you had Genji. Oh, yeah. Yeah, if there is, I didn't get it. See, I didn't get a Coliseum at all. Honestly, it didn't even cross my mind. I figured I had enough offense. So, chasing Genji Glove at that point just didn't make a lot of sense to me. Yeah, him doing instant death is actually, like, that's one of the more dangerous fights, honestly. Like, as easy as it is when you just throw Revivify on him otherwise, like, it's a ends up being a problem when you run into him in the Coliseum. I'm gonna probably jump off for a little bit, get something to eat, and then I'll be back for the Chrono Trigger race. And of course there's nobody on. Let me see if I can find somebody. Yeah, Rafa, you've been doing really good. I mean, honestly, getting the, what was it, 105, and then, you know, a sub 70, like, that's a good chain of runs to get. Let's see. Let's see, Saris is doing a Pulte race, it looks like. Wait, am I looking at the wrong thing? I thought that was earlier that she was racing. No, I guess she is on. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna raid over to Saris, my Chupon partner, and honestly, Saris has been doing really well too, so nothing to sneeze at in terms of kind of all the folks that are racing and doing well in the community. So, with that being said, I'm gonna call it good. Everybody that's on, if you want to hang out later, by all means. But other than that, have a good night and see you soon.